What if Deku had the seven deadly sins powers? Part 3. Before I do get into it, if you guys play Roblox, link in the description to my Roblox profile. Go follow me so you can join my games, whatever. Go do that. And getting into this what if. Now, Izuku stands up tall on the podium on the UA Sports Festival as the entire crowd roars in excitement, seeing that this very, very powerful young person is going to become a hero in just a few short years. Now, from there, Izuku and his class would go back to the locker rooms and then hop on a bus to where they'd go into UA, go to the locker rooms, change, then go back to Class 1A. Now, from there, Aizawa would start to explain how they're going to be doing internships, but Izuku, however, has to go to Nezu's office to be explained his, as they've deemed him worthy of something that nobody else has ever gotten in the history of UA. Now, Izuku would go to Nezu's office, to where Nezu would say that Izuku has shown his strength throughout the year, saving most of the students and even most of the teachers there, and so they're granting him with a temporary hero license. Now, Izuku would thank Nezu, as he would then walk away, as he would wonder, and this is going to be tough, as the day passed, as Nezu would then call Izuku into his office, as he would give Izuku all the equipment he needs, including a hero phone, so that if there was an emergency, he could get a call on it and then go there to that call. Now, from there, Izuku would just continue to stop crimes from every single day until the final day, as he would get a strange message, not from Nezu, but from another hero, saying to go to the USJ. Now, Izuku would then go there, as he would walk in and have like an eerie presence around him. So he's like, should I open the door? It's so quiet. As Izuku would then push open the door, only to immediately drop to his knees. No, this can't be happening. This has to be some type of illusion. What the hell is this? You guys are joking, right? Please tell me you're all joking. As Izuku looks on to see his entire class dead, sprung out around different parts of the main part of the USJ, like the center around the fountain. As Izuku would step through the puddles of blood, as he'd see Ochako Uraraka coughing, as he'd pick her up and say, Ochako, please don't die. Izuku, it's too late. Run before you die too. As Izuku would then get a surge in his neck, as he'd immediately let go of Uraraka, who was now dead, as he dropped to his knees, as he'd look at his hands as it'd start glitching out, as if he wasn't even there. As he'd start twitching, like, what the hell's happening to me? As all of a sudden, he collapses, not breathing, as he immediately wakes up. He's like, what the hell was that? Was that real? Please tell me that was just a dream. As Izuku looks around, now fully opening his eyes, as he sees he's back in the prison. As he stands up and says, what the hell? Why am I back here? As he steps through the broken bars of his prison cell, as he starts looking around. This prison, it's fully destroyed. As he starts to walk out of the prison, as he looks on in complete and utter shock. My God, the entire city, it's not just the prison. Everything's on fire. It's all burning down, destroyed. The hell is this? Is this... But... I'm so confused. As Izuku starts to walk around, as he then remembers, wait, could this be the world where I was betrayed? Do I still have my powers? As Izuku would then summon Lostlvane, I like calling it Lostlvane, because why not? As that would then come to his hand along with the Chathfold pillow, so he'd say, so I still have my powers. Where the hell am I? It's a question I'll have to ask somebody. as Izuku would then see a man on the side of the street stumbling around. As Izuku runs up to him and says, "Sir, what year is it?" As the person would then say a certain year, let's say 2030, as Izuku's eyes would widen in shock. It's 10 years since I left. Since I went to the other reality and got my powers. 10 years. It's the exact time I was in that reality. 10 years. So time passed by here, but not... No way. As Izuku would then see a massive black cloud in the distance as he'd start to run over to that. As he sees UA in a massive flames. As he walks up to it and says, UA's on fire. What the hell could have caused this? What could have caused this such destruction? There's no way. What? As Izuku would then start to walk around the UA premises as he reaches the USJ in complete ruins. As he opens the door and steps into it, as he sees the exact scene he saw before. Why? Why is this happening to me? As Izuku is forced to walk away and start a new life in this city. 10 years would end up passing as he ends up just waking up and saying, another boring day and a boring life. Town's destroyed, I have no friends, nobody's alive to talk to me. I haven't even heard from the Sins in years. Oh, this life sucks. As Izuku would decide to take a stroll, he'd walk through the UA premises and to where he'd end up making it to the USJ. He'd walk in, he'd say, this is the source of all my problems. Where I got into this universe. Maybe I can get out of it. As Izuku would then feel the same jolt in his neck that he felt a short or long 10 years prior. As he would then fall to his knees smiling and says, finally, I can finally go back. As he looks to see his hands glitching just like they did. And all of a sudden, he's back into the universe that he loved. Now we cut to a older Aizawa, I think 40 years old now, with a new class entering the USJ. As one of them points out, hey, Aizawa, why is there a strange homeless man sleeping in the fountain? As Aizawa would get on guard as he'd start to walk up to the fountain, as Izuku jolts up, takes a big inhale like, I'm alive. I'm back. Wait. 10 years have passed and this one too? Damn it! I can't get a break, can I? As Aizawa would then say, who the hell are you? As Izuku would then look and say, Aizawa? No way. It really is you. As Aizawa would then say, who the hell are you and why are you here? As Aizawa would then tie up Izuku and knock him out, which Izuku was not even on guard, so he just let it happen. Now from there, Izuku would wake up in some type of dream state, the same where he met the Sins, to where he sees a fairy who says that if Izuku wants to have his old life back, he might have to sacrifice something so precious to him. As Izuku would think, what? What do you mean sacrifice something? You don't mean... As Izuku would then say, guess I'll have to take the deal. I don't want my life to be as bad as it was. As Izuku shakes the fairy's hand. And now a quick ad break. That's over, we can get back into this what if. Izuku wakes up back in his dorm bed in the UA premises as he starts to walk around. As he would then start to hear news from his classmates. So they'd say, I can't believe Uraraka was the UA traitor. Yeah, I can't believe that. As Zuko would then fall to his knees and say, my one true love. I had to sacrifice her, so she turned her into the UA traitor. As everyone would look at Izuku and say, Izuku, what do you mean? As Izuku would then say all of the things that has happened to him and how he had to sacrifice Uraraka to come back to what he was, or else all of them would have been dead. To which they'd just be like, Izuku, what the hell's wrong with you? Maybe you just had a nightmare or something. Zuko just says, yeah, let's just go with that. As Zuko would start to walk back to his dorm room as he sits down onto his bed. Is this really the life I want to take? One without Uraraka? Sure, I have the Sin's powers now. But why? Why did I have to take it? Why do I have to become the successor of them? All these questions. As Zuko would then be called to Nezu's office. As Zuko would start to walk up to Nezu's office, as Nezu would then say that Uraraka wishes to speak with Zuko. As Uraraka would then start to tell Zuko how they can become the greatest crime duo of all time. How if he helps her break out, they can become the greatest villains of all time. To which Zuko would just look at her, saddened, and as he said, is this what you want to become? A villain? Something no more than scum? A low-life thug? As Uraraka would just look at Izuku and say, well, if that's your choice, Izuku, that's your choice. Just play your cards right, Uraraka. Play your cards right. As Izuku would walk away, as he would then be going back to class, to where Aizawa would say, despite Uraraka becoming the UA traitor, we will be having the final exams in just 2 short weeks. So make sure you as a class prepare for that. As the rest of the class says yes, as Izuku would then leave, to where he would stumble into a bar as he would just throw money at the bartender and say to give him his best alcohol, basically. Demonetization juice, let's call it that. As Izuku would just look at himself in the mirror after coming back to the dorm room, stumbling around as he just looked at himself. This is the life he's chosen. And his consequences are gonna have to be that way. Man, a lot of you guys are gonna hate me for this video. But part 4, hopefully, part 4 will be better. Hopefully, part 4 will be better. Just saying. As Zuko would then wait for those 2 weeks to pass, as they do. Zuko would wake up on the day of the exams as he'd see his hand glitching out. As he'd say he's fully not been converted into staying in this universe yet. At any point he could transfer back into that one. Maybe he could save them that time. Just maybe. As Zuko would walk to go do the final exams with Bakugo. Now they would be up against All Might, who Zuko would just let Bakugo get knocked out, to which Zuko would just wait for All Might, as All Might would try to punch Zuko, which Zuko would just dodge and keep on jumping around him, as Zuko would then use one of his special moves. He would say Chast Fold Form 4 Sunflower, as a massive sunflower would sprout up and shoot beams at All Might, which would then hit him and knocking him out, to which Zuko would then arrest All Might, putting handcuffs on him, and then drag Zuko or Bakugo and All Might out of the arena. And that's where this part's gonna leave off, guys. I'm sorry that it's not a 20 or 30 or 40 minute long video. I'm just tired out of doing 40-minute, 30-minute videos two days in a row. So, yeah. I'm just going to not do that, and it's going to be short, but I hopefully will do a 30-minute video for part 4. I thank you all for watching once again, and goodbye.